this year hoping things would finally feel calmer, and instead your body reacted before your brain did. The moment his name popped up on your phone, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not weak, you are not failing, and you are not behind. New Year's does not end narcissistic abuse. Divorce does not end coercive control. And silence is not the same thing as peace. I'm Tiffany Lesnik, domestic violence attorney, survivor, and legal coach. And today I'm going to show you the 5 legal steps that help women reframe their cases, take back control, and stop reacting to abusive behavior in court. Today we focus on step 1, mindset and control, because nothing else works without it. So if you're dealing with narcissistic or an abusive ex, high conflict divorce or custody litigation, ongoing post-separation abuse, court threats, financial pressure, or constant messaging, this year does not require you to do more. It requires you to do the 5 right things in the right order. Let me show you the framework first, then we'll slow down and build the foundation. So the 5 legal steps to reframe your case are: step 1, mindset and control, which is today's focus. This is where power begins. You shift from emotional reactivity to intentional, controlled legal movement. Step 2 is strategic thinking. This is where we're moving to next week. You stop responding to chaos and you start thinking in outcomes, timelines, and leverage. Step 3 is organization and prep. You build systems so your case is credible, clear, and court ready. Step 4 is communication, which is key. You write every message as if it could become an exhibit and as if the judge would read it. Step 5, building your legal support team, because isolation benefits abusers and support stabilizes survivors. You need that support team to build your confidence so you can be the best that you can be inside and outside of the courtroom. Over the next weeks, we'll walk through each step. But today we're going to slow down and do step 1. So today we're talking about mindset and control. Why mindset comes first, above and beyond all the others. You cannot out-organize, out-communicate, or out-document someone if you are emotionally hijacked every time they press a button. Abusers rely on urgency, fear, manufactured crisis, threats of court action. Control is lost when you feel like you must respond immediately. So what loss of control looks like for you? Loss of control sounds like, I have to respond right now. If I don't explain myself, I'll look bad. What if the judge believes him? Why is he doing this? Why did he do this? Why did he do this to our children? Being consumed all day long with the why questions about his behavior. I can't let him get away with this. Letting him consume and control your every day, every second of the day, invading your thoughts in your space. Right? This is loss of control. Now, let me say this. If you are in the midst of an abusive relationship and you have not yet left, safety is always first. So if you are still in that relationship and you've not yet separated, it might be that you need to respond to a message in order to keep yourself safe. So you do what you think is best for your particular situation where safety is at issue. For all the other ladies that I'm talking to who've already left an abusive relationship and you are living independently, control for you means you do not need to respond to him immediately every time he contacts you, because he's going to contact you a lot, just like he did in the past. You separating from him gives you the control and the ability to say, I don't need to respond to you the second that you text me or you call me. It's okay for me to put my phone down, to turn my phone on silent, to turn my phone off. It's okay for me to wait to respond to you. And so what does legal control look like? What does legal control sound like? Control asks different questions. Does my responding to him help my case? What outcome am I building for my future, for my children forward if I respond to him? What does the court need to see, not hear, if I respond to him? What should I say? Is the message that I'm sending clear to the court? And then is my response to him, is that evidence or is it emotional relief for me? Am I relieving my own anxiety from my need to respond to him? Or is something I'm communicating to him going to be helpful to me in my financial case? Or is it going to be helpful to me in my custody case later on? Control does not necessarily mean silence, but it does include purposeful engagement. We're only responding to messages or communications from him when they're relevant and necessary. Okay, so what do judges actually look for and what do judges actually award? Judges reward consistency, restraint, documentation, and credibility. Judges are going to penalize chaos, over-explaining, and constant escalation, even when justified. I say this time and time again, we don't want to get into the game playing with them. So we don't want to get into the justifying, the arguing, the defensiveness, over-explaining with them, that jade communication, right? Slow down, don't respond immediately, take time to think about, is this helpful or hurtful to my case? And will it be well received by a judge? Control changes how you look in court. So your week 1 reset assignment. This week, your only job is to not fix everything. Your job is to 1, stop responding immediately, 2, pause before every message, and then 3, ask one question before engaging. Does this help my case or just calm my anxiety? And if it doesn't help your case, do not respond. And then number 4, we want to start thinking long-term rather than temporary fix for my anxiety, right? Think in months and longitudinal outcomes, not in the interim or temporary moments, okay? You are not being passive. You are being intentional. In the coming weeks, I'm going to show you how to start thinking strategically instead of emotionally, how to organize your case so judges take you seriously, how to communicate without sabotaging yourself, and how to build a legal support team that protects you all year long. But none of that works until you reclaim mindset and control. If this shift feels hard, it's not because you're failing. It's because no one teaches women how to think legally inside abusive systems. That's why I've created my Live Free Legal coaching groups. These are 12-week live coaching groups with me, a live person, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They are beginning again February 3rd, 2026. They are small, structured, real-time strategies, not passive content. Registration opens January 15th and closes January 30th. There are limited spaces. There is a link in the description below if you are interested in getting started. It is only $35 a week. It is one of the best gifts you can give to yourself this year to empower yourself and move forward in confidence to get your legal case on the right track. Inside these groups, we apply these exact 5 steps to your legal case so you're not guessing, spiraling, or reacting alone. And if you're ready to stop reacting and start leading your case with clarity and confidence, this is your invitation. Because prepared is not powerless, prepared is protected. And next week, we move into step 2, which is strategic thinking. Because mindset and control are the foundation, but strategy is how you stop emotional whiplash. Next week, I'm going to teach you how to stop reacting to every message, threat, or filing. Think in timelines instead of panic. Decide when to respond, when to wait, and when to escalate if necessary. And start moving your case forward instead of just surviving it. If you've ever thought, I know I shouldn't respond, but I don't know what to do instead, step 2 is for you. So make sure you've subscribed, give us a thumbs up, turn on notifications, and join me next week as we build the strategy that keeps you grounded, credible, and protected. Remember, control stabilizes you, strategy moves you forward. And that's exactly where we're going next. I hope you'll join me next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here at YouTube at Live Free Legal.